The goal of politics should be to promote the greater good, to invite us to go beyond self-interest to community and national and world loyalty. Yet something's going on that's interesting. In this time of pandemic, we have lost a sense of common good. We lost that sense of common good that was evident following Pearl Harbor or 9/11. We have lost the sense that we are all in the same storm together, that we are all part of the same community, that we can disagree and yet affirm one another. We need to transform our politics, and process theology can make a difference. Theology can be a matter of life and death. We know the impact of politics of death. The impact of politics of death we see in climate denial, incivility, attacks on democracy, laws that benefit the haves and forget the have-nots, the racism that characterizes much of our justice system, and the great danger of white supremacy and white nationalism, even Christian nationalism. Theology can cure, it can kill. Authoritarian theologies are connected with authoritarian politics. They believe that God is on our side, that God baptizes our political beliefs, and that anyone who disagrees with us is godless, un-American, and unpatriotic. Authoritarian theologies lead to authoritarian politics. They lead in religious life to heresies and persecutions. They lead in the political life to crushing our opponents and seeing them as enemies, crushing those who disagree with us, who are of a different color, a different homeland, as evil. There is another way, and this is the way of relational politics, healing politics, politics that recognizes diversity and recognizes truth even in diverse viewpoints, that challenges injustice, that challenges viewpoints that you differ from, that challenges those who would foment incivility, those who would destroy the environment for financial gain, and yet sees them as God's beloved children, who in the political realm sees people of good faith who differ from us as the loyal opposition, the way it was when I grew up, and not evil. Process theology believes that politics should be grounded in an affirmative worldview, a worldview that's characterized by interdependence, Ubuntu. We're all part of one another. I am because of you. We are because of one another. A politics of interdependence reminds us that we're all in the same storm and we should be in the same boat. That what happens to the least of these shapes what happens to the wealthiest. That we need to work to uplift everyone. A healthy society involves healthy communities. A healthy society involves healthy children. A healthy society involves leaving no one behind, but welcoming everyone within a system of community and justice. Process theology recognizes that a politics should be grounded on the universality of experience, value, and inspiration. That to be is to experience, to be is to have value, to be is to be touched by God. And this means we need to treat one another as respect. We need to treat those we disagree with respect. We need to challenge them, invite them to transformation, litigate against them as necessary, but still see them as God's children. We need to expand our ethics beyond humankind to include the non-human world. Process theology grounds a politics that focuses on growth and change, that healthy societies grow, healthy societies do new things, healthy societies are willing to go with the changes of life and respond creatively to change, to embrace change, and then initiate change, to not live in the past, but to live in the present and in the future. Healthy theologies honor diversity. They live by the American principle of e pluribus unum, out of many one, out of one many. That diversity is good, that all the colors of the rainbow matter, that we need to see diversity as a positive and not a negative. Process theology believes there's a moral and spiritual arc that runs through the universe, and that we are best when we follow the better angels of our nature and align ourselves with that moral and spiritual arc. For those who are Christians, it's the belief that God loves the world, the human and non-human life, that God loves everyone. For people of faith, that there's a holiness in everyone, and we need to live with and honor that holiness. We can have a politics of relationship. We can have a politics that honors democracy and inspiration and welcomes diversity and welcomes dialogue with opposing positions, looking for the greater good. Let us follow the better angels of our nature. Let us affirm the diversity of life. Let us grow and be agents of the moral arc of history.